When I started Bitoshi, at the time, there was not a lot of information on how to trade crypto. I was the operation guy, I was the finance guy, I was the product manager. We had crypto exchanges shutting down in that time. There was just no clarity, nothing was clear at the time. For me, in that moment, I was uncertain, I wasn't sure, but I never had doubts in the product itself. I knew the product was needed, I knew the product was going to solve a problem, and seeing how our users adapted to it, seeing how our users use the product, just gave me that sort of encouragement to keep pushing. Yeah.
So, can you introduce yourself to the people and let them get to know a few things about you?
Okay. So my name is Zubar Habib Timley. I am the CEO founder of Bitoshi. Uh, what I do for fun mostly is just movies, play games, and go out with friends just to hang out and chill. Uh, I don't like working. um, I don't like working. It's stressful, but like I enjoy the work I do at Bitoshi. So that has been fun.
All right. But Timi, before we get into the questions, I feel like we should do like an icebreaker. So we're gonna be doing two truths and a lie. So you're going to tell me three statements, two of which are going to be true, and one is going to be a lie. Then I have to figure out the lie.
Okay. Uh, so I'll just say the statements. I don't have to. Okay. Uh, I am the first child of my family. I enjoy cooking, and I am the founder at Bitoshi.
Okay. I think the lie is that wow, this is tricky. First child.
I made it easy for you.
Really?
Like I gave you a cheat.
Wait. I don't know if you're the first child.
Okay.
And I don't know if you like cooking. The only one I'm sure of is that you're the founder. I'll say number two is the lie.
Why men cook too?
I know, but like I don't know. Okay, wait. Okay, wait. That means that's wrong. So I'm going to number one. So am I correct? Number one.
No, you're wrong.
So you tricked me. Okay, so you don't like cooking.
No, I don't like cooking.
So what was that? I was correct.
Yeah, you were correct, but you were not sure now. So
I was lucky, sure,
Yeah.
sure. So let us get into the episode proper. Can you take us like back to the beginning, like when you started Bitoshi, and just tell us like how that was and how you got to that point, like what prompted that decision to start up something like Bitoshi?
Okay. When I started Bitoshi, at the time there was not a lot of information on how to trade crypto, and the people that were able to figure it out, it was a manual process for them. So they were mainly trading on WhatsApp, which was not safe and secure. So I found that clear gap, and I wanted to like solve that problem, and that was what prompted Bitoshi. So Bitoshi was supposed to simplify the process of, or it did simplify the process of selling crypto, buying crypto. Yeah, so
Okay, so I want to know like starting up something, especially in starting up
Nigeria.
something, yeah. It can't be easy anywhere, right? But I feel like we just want to know like how did you fund Bitoshi? How was it like in the early days? And what has helped Bitoshi like stay afloat and like stay in the game? Like Bitoshi is going to be like I think 5 years this year, so
Yeah. When I started Bitoshi, I was really young. I wasn't doing much, but I was doing visual art and graphic design at the time. So interestingly, I got a job, a design job, and I was supposed to design like a flyer for a guy that was trading crypto. So when I saw that design, when I saw the requirements, and I was like curious about crypto, I was just hearing it for the first time at that time. So I spoke to him like, "Yo, can you teach me?" Yeah, put me through. Yeah. So he did that. Then I started trading myself, and luckily enough, I was making money from visual arts and crypto. So I took that money and I invested it into Bitoshi.
wow, that is actually interesting. So it's not like you were trading already and then decided to.
No.
So you just like got interested, and that's super interesting. So yeah, starting something like that, right? Like I already said in Nigeria, first of all, it's not easy, and then secondly, like it's not cheap. So For all of us that are not nepo babies, how did you like get funding for Bitoshi? And what advice would you give like young founders, people that are just like, or people that even have the idea to start something to like.
When we started Bitoshi, we were a very lean team. We didn't have like all the financial capabilities. So and we also were not looking for funding at the time. But what we had was passion and grit. Okay, so we put all that into the products. I was hands-on on the product. I was the operation guy, I was the finance guy, I was the product manager.
Oh, wow.
So I was wearing multiple hats at the time. So like how I would advise people that are trying to like start a product and don't have access to VC funding and all of that, just do the work, basically. Do the work, start small, ensure that what you're trying to build solves a problem. Once you solve a problem, obviously people would want to like pay for your products to like solve that problem in their life. So that's just
That is super interesting. So like you're saying like the early days you were basically like doing more or less.
I was customer rep.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I
That
was
is
talking to
interesting.
customers directly.
Yes, speaking of customer rep, it's quite hard or let's say like difficult to build like credibility with like limited resources as a startup. So like how did you go about that? Any trust and all in those early days?
So like I said, I was like wearing multiple hats at the time because I wanted to be involved in the product, and doing that, like our users could see that we were responsive.
Legit,
Yeah, they could feel that like activeness among the team.
energy.
Yeah, and the energy, obviously. So that helped, and they enjoyed the products. The funny thing is, they were the ones telling people about the product. At the time, we weren't doing a lot of marketing. We are just like,
So it was more of like
yeah, it was a
word
friend
of
telling a
mouth,
friend,
like
yeah, word of
yeah,
mouth, a friend telling a
referrals.
friend. Then I heard about this app from a friend and I signed up. That was what like grew the products in the beginning. So uh that was like the
Yeah, I think the
credibility.
power of word of mouth is often underrated, but like you can do a lot, especially in the early days. Like
Yeah,
yeah,
it's very important.
yeah, exactly. So now that we've touched on starting up and all of that, has there ever been any moment you felt like Bitoshi might not work? Like, do you ever doubt the decision? Like, okay? If you ever had that thought, what prompted it, and then like, how did you deal with that?
Yeah. There were a lot of uncertain moments in the beginning. When we started Bitoshi in 2020. And if you were involved in the crypto space at that time, you would know that the authorities had there was a lot of backlash, a lot of pushback on crypto in 2020. It was mad. We had crypto exchanges shutting down in that time, and there was just no clarity. Nothing was clear at the time. For me, in that moment, I was uncertain. I wasn't sure, but I was not like, I never had doubts in the product itself. I knew the product was needed. I knew the product was going to solve a problem. And seeing how our users adapted to it, seeing how our users used the product just gave me that sort of encouragement to keep pushing. Yeah. So yeah, there were uncertain moments in the beginning, but like the way the users like
Responded.
exactly that pushed us to continue.
So you're saying like you never like doubted that the product was like going to
work.
be of use. So do you think that's like contributed to how far Bitoshi has come now? Just that you're like you being sure.
Yeah, that we're solving a real problem. Yeah, so because of that, we knew it was always going to work. But authorities, like there's a popular saying, after God is government.
Yeah.
So with government, we're not very sure, but we're sure about the product itself. And I think that was what drove us.
Okay, so now speaking about the authorities and then the backlash with crypto at the time, what do you think there are any challenges that you face that you feel like are very peculiar to being like a crypto founder, like not just like a fintech founder, something like something that's like very specific to the crypto space? And how did you navigate that?
Okay, so we have challenges with crypto, but obviously there are challenges with being a fintech founder also. But most the major challenge we had with crypto was authorities, and also yes, there was also the narrative behind crypto. So we had to like do some like sensitize users, teach, explain to users that this is what it is. It's not a scam. So there was just we had to change that narrative, obviously, and also I think those were the major challenges we faced. But we're doing a lot of research, finding out what people were talking about, like what were they saying about crypto, and then if it was something that we needed to educate users about, we did that. And whenever there's a news about like a new regulation policy, people just go crazy. You see the customer support. Like they are in the they are in the support. Like what's happening? Is crypto shutting down? Are you shutting down? I'm like, no. So we had to do a lot of that. We had to educate the users that this is it, and this is what we're doing to like ensure that we are here for you guys and everything.
I can only imagine because right now I feel like there's still some like, will I say
But
like
it's better
stigma,
now.
or people are still like a bit shy about crypto. So I can only imagine like back then how it
Yeah,
was and
it was
having to like
crazy. It
deal
was
with all of
crazy.
that and navigate all of that. Okay, so let's talk about the team a bit. You mentioned earlier that when you started, you were wearing a lot of hats, but now I know that Bitoshi has like grown a lot more. So how did you like pick, or like what were like values or non-negotiables in picking like members of your team?
Okay. When we started, even though I was wearing multiple hats, I still had like a great team. I had someone. So we had someone in development. Someone in development. We had a product designer too. I feel like the few people that I spoke to in the inception of Bitoshi was the best decision I ever made. They were already in the tech space. They worked with great companies. They were already doing well. So I just spoke to them and they put me through. They gave me a lot of advice and we built the product together. So for the back to the question that I asked, the major
Values.
values that is needed to build a company or a startup is when you have the product team, you have the marketing also, then I think you can start with that basically. That was how we started anyway.
Yeah. So basically just having like your like everyone that's working
Core
on the
team
product
members.
like
Yeah.
locked in
Yeah.
good hands and all of that, and then marketing as well to put the products out there.
Marketing is very important.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah. You also mentioned that when you started the team, you had people that like had like experience that could also like
Yeah, because I didn't have any experience
experience
in
running,
yeah, so I needed people that were already
that could
experienced
bring
in
that
it.
experience to the
Yeah,
table. Yeah.
and that really helped the products, honestly.
Okay. So let's talk about Timi now. So we already mentioned that the crypto space is like like a really high stress space, especially in this part of the world and all of that. So, and you run a startup that deals with crypto trading and all of that. So, how do you manage like your mental health? What's your self care like? All of that, like, what do you do to like unwind?
Like there's no mental health in fintech or in crypto, especially. You just have to. But yeah, obviously, I did some things. Whenever there's something going on with the products and there's just noise everywhere,
Yeah.
I just try to lay back, like get my mind set
Yeah, so
correct.
what do you like to do? You already mentioned you like playing games, like watching movies, hanging with your friends. Is that what you do too?
No, in that time, I'd want to be at home, like close to my
Yeah, homebody just
yeah.
chill.
I just want to be so that in case there's anything I need to do, I can easily jump on it. So
But like if you're supposed to be
if I'm supposed to
unwinding
be
from work, why do you want to
yeah,
be
but
outside to
like
attend to work?
you'd adapt. There's nothing we can do. We just have to keep pushing. But I try to rest. I just take some time off work, rest, relax a bit, then get back to it. But that's just how. And sometimes I put on the TV. I watch movies. I watch a lot of YouTube series too. So those are
Anyone that you like watching.
huh?
Anyone that you like watching.
YouTube series.
Yeah.
I watch comedies,
Oh, okay.
skits.
Oh,
Yeah. And I also watch documentaries a lot.
oh.
I watch
Like crime. Are you
Steven.
talking about
No,
like
not
crime
crime. No crime. Travel.
Oh.
Yeah, I watch Steven. I watch Tayo. I
Oh, I
know.
love her, you know.
Yeah, I've been watching Tayo
Me
since
too.
like way back, way back.
Yeah. Me too. That's interesting. Okay, so as we round up, do you have like any big vision for Bitoshi in the future, and also give us some like words of wisdom for founders, like young founders and all of that?
My vision for Bitoshi is for Bitoshi to become a household name. You know, when we started, we had people telling their friends about the product. So I want that to like grow more and scale across Nigeria and Africa. So when someone wants to trade crypto, the first app that they think about is
Bitoshi.
Bitoshi. So that's what we are trying to achieve. Yes, that's the major goal and vision for
For
Bitoshi.
Bitoshi.
Yeah, but like advice for founders that are trying to do something like
Yeah, to start up something.
yeah, startup, just start small. Like I mentioned earlier, start small, do something. People are not going to like you can't just explain your product to people. You have to like show them your
Show them the
product.
value that it
Yeah.
brings to.
And once they can see that value, they will tap in. Yeah. So
Thank you so much, Timi.
thank you.
And yeah, guys, that brings us to the end of the first episode of Bit Stories. Don't forget to do all the things like comment, share, subscribe, tell your friends about this interesting series. And yeah, we'll see you on the next episode. Bye.